going live. We are live. We are live. We are live. It is your girl Pink Fan Fur coming at you live from the Pink Fan Fur studio. We are going live. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? It's Thursday. It's Thursday. It is a few days before game time again for the Carolina Panthers, and we are coming off of a very, very terrible loss, but you know what? It is behind us now, and we got to keep it moving. We got to keep it moving. So we are going to have some guests tonight. We've got some really special guests for you tonight. We've got Carolina SuperFans United member and super fan of the Carolina Panthers, Mr. James Brown himself, aka Carolina Chaos. We got him coming up on stage here shortly. And then later on in the show, we're going to have Harley Phinn. She is a born Dolphins fan. So it's going to be Phinns or claws this weekend. We're going to see who's going to claw their way out or fin their way out, whichever. So I hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's jumping in the comments. We're going to give you guys some time to jump in. We came in on just a little early because it's Thursday night football tonight, so I want to be respectful of everybody's time. But again, it's your girl PINKFanFur coming at you live from the PINKFanFur Studios. We're so glad that you are here tonight. We appreciate all of your support, everything that you say in the comments. We appreciate all of your support. It really helps the channels, and we hope that you have a good time tonight. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get it started. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our first guest tonight. Like I said, the Carolina SuperFans United himself, James Brown, aka Carolina Chaos. Give it up, Carolina Chaos.
How we doing?
How you doing? Ooh, you scared me with that mask. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh,
How's it
looking
going,
good,
Pete?
brother.
What's that?
Can you hear? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna run my banners. Okay, well, welcome to the show, sir. Welcome to the show. We appreciate you showing up tonight. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm doing good.
Feeling good?
Yep.
You ready to
I'm,
claw your way back to a W this weekend?
oh, yeah. I'm going to W this weekend, and I'll be there next week for the Cowboy game.
All right, yes, we're going to talk about that as well. But before we get to that, Chaos, you went to Jacksonville. That was the game opener for both the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Panthers. How was that? How did you enjoy that trip? How was that trip for you?
It was a great trip. The first time I've been to a away game, and
you,
didn't get a W, but I had a great time with the fans.
you had a great time with fans. Tell us about what great time you had. I know it requires a lot of travel and a lot of this and a lot of that. So tell us, what kinds of things did you do with the fans while you were there in Jacksonville?
Well, I got to hang out with the Pink crew when I got there. I went to Bucky's for the first time ever, and
Oh, how did you like that?
it was good. I was told I should have had the brisket instead of the chicken, but I enjoyed the chicken.
Bucky's was a place, it was a destination. I think that was the one in St. Augustine, and
Yeah.
thank God it wasn't the one in Florence because that one is a total, it was just crazy. But I'm so glad you have the opportunity to go to Bucky's for the first time and get to an away game nonetheless.
And then I got to do some bowling,
Oh,
representing the
yes, I
Panthers.
know.
So
And from what I understand, Mr. Carolina Chaos, you bowl pretty well.
I did decent. I did decent.
That's, Pink Fan Fur might have been there and she was a witness. We all were a witness that you was hitting strike after strike, spare after spare, like you was showing those doggone Jaguar fans how it's done.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The Tally,
Great.
go ahead. Tally
We are so
Jag
glad
sure
that
knows
you're
how to hook it.
here.
It was a great time. I got a
So
lot of
who
great
ended up
pictures.
winning the bowling? Was it the Panthers that won the bowling contest, or was it the Jaguars?
It was the other cat team. We won't name the names. The other cat team. But we had fun.
I We had fun. You know what? It is such a blessing for us to have to go out there to these places and get to kind of mix and mingle with a lot of different people. We meet a lot of people that we've never met and we get to have fun. I mean, let me shout out to, Nikki McLaughlin. She did a wonderful job out there taking care of the Carolina Superfans United and treated us like royalty. She had everything planned out. The agenda was fantastic. We had a cruise that we did. We did the bowling initiative, and then we went to the game. She treated us with the fan experience at the Jaguar Stadium. And what a nice stadium. How was the fan experience for you?
It was pretty. It was pretty great. We got to be inside the air conditioned bubble there. I got a lot
Mhm.
of pictures. I met
Yes.
the commish. I met some cheerleaders. I met
Yeah,
some. I met one opinionated MC. So it
that's
was a great
amazing.
time.
It definitely was an amazing time, and the Jaguars fans were really nice,
They
don't you
were,
think?
yes, especially on the cruise. It wasn't Jaguars versus Panthers. It's we're all having a good time.
Hmm. Yeah,
And
I'm
there was a
so
beautiful,
glad. I'm so happy for you because that's a great experience.
and there
Now,
was
the
a
travel to and
yeah.
from, how was that? I know it was a long weekend for you.
Well, my both my long flights, I was up against the back wall with no reclining seats, so sleeping was hard.
Mm. Yeah, it's tough, guys. It's really tough when we go out on these journeys to these away games. But we do it because we have the heart and we have the passion for it. And so we so appreciative that you came, and we're looking forward to seeing you next week at the Dallas game. Here we go again playing Dallas, but we're going to talk about them a little bit later in the show. So before we get to the Finns versus the Claws, or the Finns or the Claws, whichever. Tell us about your fit, man. Your fit is hot. It is on fire over there.
Yeah, this is my. Let's see. I brought this chaos out week one against the Jets a couple years ago, but I got something special for next week. Cowboy
Mm.
inspired.
Chaos
So,
says he got something special for next week, gang. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? And that's going to be a long flight as well. So how are you packing your stuff? Like, tell us, tell the audience how you pack your outfit, because your headgear is amazing. Like, do you wear it on the plane? Take it with you on the plane, or well, not on the plane, but you don't check it, of course. What do you do?
I usually am able to fit into a carry-on. If I can, I'll check a bag. But
Yeah.
this visit is gonna be a long weekend. My wife's come with me, and
Hmm.
we have a long weekend planned of events. Gonna sightsee, see a play, and we're gonna watch the Cowboys get beat by the Panthers.
That's right. They're gonna get beat down. Them cowgirls gonna get beat down. We're gonna get into that a little bit later too.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into this. Let's get into, well, I don't want to talk about the past. So we're moving forward from last weekend,
Yeah,
coming from an L out of Foxborough. I went and back and rewatched part of the game, but then Soldier Girl told me not to watch it because she's like, don't watch it because you don't want to get upset and angry. I was like, I want to make sure that, you know, what we got to work on is what we got to work on. But anyway, moving forward, we've got, what do we need to do to bring this, because this is our second home game, and then we got another home game next weekend. So what do you think the Panthers need to do this weekend to get that dub?
I think the Panthers need to come out excited, come out and feel the energy of the fans. So our fans need to show up and be loud and be proud and support our team.
Mhm.
And there's a potential, Miami to show up with a lot of fans, but we need to be louder and cheer on our team. I think Bryce
Hey,
needs to, I think Bryce needs to relax in the pocket, hit King Tut there, and hand it off to, if Chuba's ready. If not, Dowdle, the running back.
right. Donald was showing off the other day too in Foxborough, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. We got
I'm looking for my other phone, but yeah, I was looking at that. He was showing off. I mean, he did great. Not to mention he did great in the Atlanta game as well.
yeah, that Atlanta game showed our potential, what we can do. Despite what people think,
Right.
we can come out and we can play like NFC champs.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and then like I said, I don't want to bring it to pass, but I did watch that first drive in Foxborough, and it went really well. I wasn't watching the game at the time because I was at the Ascent game. However, I went back and I said, well, the first drive was actually really good. It was reminiscent of last weekend when we went down and moved the ball from whatever, I think it was the 25, and we got a touchdown in the first drive. So it was the same thing. It was the same scenario. So I was like, yeah, we did good.
Yeah.
We focusing on the positive.
Oh yeah. We have the potential
But
to do
I
great.
agree with you, man. Go ahead. I mean, go ahead. So I agree with. What do you think about the 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 comparison? Not to compare, but last weekend's first drive was a hit. This past weekend's first drive was a hit. So what else do we need to do? Like, what about the players? I know we've got a couple of injured players on the
Yeah.
injury list.
I think that we need to treat every drive like the first drive. Come out there and just
Every drive like the first drive.
yeah, just focus
I
on
agree.
that drive, not the score. The score will
Hmm.
come. I think the offense needs to do the offensive job and defense do the defensive job. It all come together. That's what I think.
I'm
So
gonna roll some comments over here. We've got some people in the chat. Absolutely. We're gonna be bringing up our next guest here in a minute, but I'm gonna go over here to the comments and let's see if I can roll some comments on here. Let's see. We got Soldier Girl in the house. Welcome to the show, Soldier Girl, aka Carolina Superfans United. Welcome to the show. And then we have the Carolina Pantherettes in here. Yes, ma'am. Welcome to the Carolina Pantherettes to you. And then we've got also all things football from a lady's perspective. Prim and Proper Sports are in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And let me say a good quick shout out to my girl Sonia Pearson. She is the host and founder of Prim and Proper Sports, as well as the founder of the original and original Carolina Pantherettes 10,000K strong. She is one of the sponsors of our shows, and we often do shows together called Prim, Proper, Pink, and Pretty. So shout out to Sonja. I say Sonja, but Sonya. And then we have welcome Marisha Jackson, aka she said hello Carolina Chaos.
how we doing? How we doing?
She's a Carolina Superfans United as well. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in, Miss Lady. And then we got, let's see who else we've got. Got other people in there. I'm going to say shout out to hello Rochelle White joining the show. Hey lady, thank you so much for joining the show. Jump in there with the comments. We're about to chop it up here soon. We got Phinns or claws this weekend. A lot of stuff going on. We've got our next guest I'm about to bring up here in just a second. She is awaiting backstage. So, everybody, sit back and relax. We're going to go ahead and bring you up our next guest, Beautiful, the one and only Beautiful. And she's got a very story to tell of her own. Um, I guess you guys already know who she is, Future Wooten. She is a super fan of the Dolphins. Yes, the Phinns. Her name and persona is Harley Phinn. Everybody give it up for my next guest, Harley Phinn, the super fan of the Miami Dolphins. And I hope she is ready to get clawed up tonight. Come on in, lady. Come on in. Let's bring you upstage.
Hey everybody. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Hey.
welcome.
Well, thank you
Look
for inviting
beautiful.
me. I'm excited. Thank you. I apologize.
Yes,
I would have did
ma'am.
it from my phone so it'd be better, but my phone is acting crazy today. But hopefully you guys can see
It's
me okay.
okay. It is okay. How are you feeling?
I am good. I'm tired. Been a long day, but I'm excited. It's an awesome weekend. All the Phinns is coming to town. Every year we have what we call a fan fest game, and we go to one away game
Hmm.
and one home game. They chose this
Hmm.
is our away game, so we have over 400 Dolphin fans coming to Charlotte this weekend. So I'm excited.
What?
Yeah, so we gonna take
Wait
over
a
a little bit.
minute
I'm home,
now.
but we taking over this weekend.
You guys are taking over. Okay, we're
we
gonna
taking
see.
over this weekend. Yeah.
We're gonna see. Well, you look gorgeous tonight. We
Well,
thank you so
thank
much for
you.
joining.
Thank you. Hey, everyone.
So we've named this Fins or Claws weekend.
Okay.
You know, tell us about your persona, Harley Finn. How long you been a fan? Um,
Okay.
what's your biggest memory of your Miami Dolphins fan
Ooh.
team?
Well, I became a fan in 1985 when Dan Marino got drafted. Of course, we didn't have the Panthers
85 all the
then.
way live.
Yeah, so we didn't have a Panthers. We didn't have a home team. So it was, hey, it originally started with Dan Marino and the colors because that aqua and orange was pretty. So, back then I was like, oh, that's cute. And
Mm-hmm.
then, of course, my love for Dan Marino is how I became a Dolphin fan. I became Harley Phinn actually in 2016 before my father passed. I went to my first away game. My first Miami Dolphin game was actually away. I went all the way to Seattle, Washington, and
Uh-huh.
the shoes I bought, one was aqua and one was orange. And then so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my lipstick like that. So the lipstick started there, and then as time progressed, I was actually gonna dress up as like a fairy, and I was gonna be Finn Fairy. And this guy called me one day. He was like, "You get on my nerve with your Harley Quinn looking self." I said, "You know what? I'm gonna do
Harley
that," and that's
Quinn.
how Harley Finn was born. So
That
then I
is
went with the half and
amazing.
half, and I have my Afro puffs, I have a wig, and all of that, and so it kind of grew from there. But that's how Harley Finn came about. Somebody called me Harley Quinn, joking because of my lipstick and my makeup, so I ran with it.
There you go. We love it. And you look so cute in all of your
Thank
giddy up and
you.
your outfit. We the last time I saw you was at the draft in Detroit. How have
Detroit,
you
yeah.
been since then?
Oh, girl, life been lifing. um, had some setbacks in life. I still have a season ticket holder. I've only been to 2 games since Detroit. Um, and of course, most people don't know I am a minister, so God kind of pulled me back from it too. He's like, okay, I let you do what you do for a couple of years. I need you to pull back and do what I need you to do. So I had to pull back a little bit. And do what he told me to do. So that's why I hadn't been as Harley finished and been all over because I had to do some things for the Lord. And but the year before I had lost my job and I had lost my home. My mom
Mhm.
almost passed away, and so I had that moment of just like ugh. And then that following year, God allowed me to. My mom paid for my first trip to go to the game, and I went to every home game that year. He allowed me to go to the draft in Detroit. So he allowed me to have that year before he pulled me back. He's like, okay, I'm gonna let you go do this and this, go where you want. I went to the Pro Bowl. I went to the draft. I did all these games, um,
Mhm.
and wasn't working. I don't know where the money came from, but he made a way. But I guess he already knew what his plan was, and so at that point, it's in the following year. So that's what it was. But outside of that, I'm good. I'm great, and um, let God do what He do. But it's God and the Dolphins. That's how it works. I love my
Is
family, but God and the Dolphins. That's where we
well,
at.
like you said, you went through some things. We all got to go through some things, and we're so happy that you went through them, and you're here where you are now. And the blessing is that you're a minister and you're doing what you love doing. You're doing you're ministering to people, and you're also being a fan of your favorite team. So you have all the blessings. And so we're so glad that you're here and looking forward to seeing you on
Yes, I'm excited
Sunday.
to see everybody because I hadn't seen everybody, but I know the Lord probably gets tired of me praying. I'm like, Lord, can you please let us win the game today? I know He probably like, look, I'm tired of
Well,
you
can,
asking me about them
well, can
Dolphins.
you pray for us to win the game too, dear minister?
Listen, my pastor, the Sunday y'all beat Atlanta, my pastor said before we turned out of church, he said, Lord, please let the Panthers win today. And y'all destroyed Atlanta. So y'all owe my pastor, thank you.
I
He
mean, ain't
prayed that
nothing
Sunday
wrong with
right before
saying
we
a prayer
turned.
for the opposing team.
Huh?
There's nothing wrong with saying a prayer for the opposing team. Ain't that right, Rochelle? Rochelle
Right.
say hi, Phinns.
Hey Rochelle, how are you? Yeah, so Pastor is a Eagles fan, but his whole family is Panther fans too. So that Sunday he prayed. He's like, Lord, we need the Panthers to win today. So, but yeah,
Okay.
y'all the home team. I still root for the Panthers when we not playing y'all. Y'all always gonna be the
You
home
do.
team.
You
But
do.
yeah, y'all gonna lose Sunday. Just to let y'all know.
Hereby. You are a good sport. I will say that. Felicia Fuller, aka Soldier Girl, says, Amen, Minister Harley Finn.
Thank
Hands up.
you.
And
Thank
then we
you.
got Marisha Jackson saying, Hey, Harley Finn, you got some
Hey
fans on here,
Marisha.
lady.
Yes. Hey.
Hey.
But I'm
Well, let
excited. I
me
know it's gonna be
introduce
a
you
good
to
game.
yes, it's going to be a great game. We're going to have some fun. It's not going to be too hot. The weather's going to be great. We're going to talk a little bit about what we need to do together what we're going to do as fans, we're going to invite you to our tailgate. And I know that you guys got a whole lot of things going on. I already have the schedule as
Right.
far as what's going on with the Phinns. So we're going to kind of see what we can do. I invited you and Doll Freaky and Security Freaky Security to our tailgate.
Okay.
So hope we see you guys there. But let me
Absolutely.
introduce you to Carolina Chaos. I'm pretty sure you already know who he is,
I
right?
don't actually. I've seen him. I've seen his pictures, but I haven't physically actually met him. You know, when I was, I'm still a part of y'all, but not a part of y'all, so to speak. So when we were all together, I know I mentioned him, and we had some stuff that I saw, but I don't. I've never actually like met him. Met him.
Well,
Well,
there
how
you
you doing?
go. You got Harley Phinn. Let's introduce you to Carolina Chaos. Carolina Chaos. I'm going to introduce you to Harley Phinn, and there you go.
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry, take the losers weekend.
What did he say? Say it
we
again.
be, we could be friends until Sunday. Then after that, we're gonna be on the opposite sides.
Got you. That's cool. We're fine.
We are going to always be friends no matter what, win, lose, or draw,
Absolutely.
because there's something special about being super fans, right?
Exactly. It's a family.
It's about the fellowship, the fun, and the just the food, of course, but the fun, the fellowship, and the togetherness. And
Absolutely.
we are fans of fans. So what that tell us, Harley Finn, coming in. I don't know what you guys' schedule is right off, but I do know who for you because I'm an Alabama fan. Roll Tide, I know who you got planned for you.
Right.
What do you think the fans need to do coming into our layer to get the
Um,
dub?
I think after the game the other night, I think, you know, a lot of people are upset. You know, Tyreek is out for the rest of the season and may not be back next year either. But I felt, well, in my personal opinion, he hadn't really been living up to his hype the last year or so anyway. But I felt like him going out allowed them to be able to open up and get the ball to other folk because that's why we end up playing a lot better. I don't feel like they felt as stressed of having to give him the ball. Okay, you know, when you have a superstar, you have to be forced to say, okay, we need to make sure he get his numbers or whatever. But I feel like after he went out, that allowed the ball to be able to move around. They opened up. They were able to play a lot better. So I think coming here is just keeping that momentum from the last game. It just, Tua paying attention and not just throwing the ball anywhere. Because he been having
Right.
his moments just getting rid of the ball and not taking any unnecessary hits. Um, and that's it. But I think that's going to be our biggest thing is keeping the ball open and getting those new targets he's not used to having and getting used to that.
Yeah, I know he just had surgery. Didn't he complete surgery last week? This past week?
Yeah.
You talking about Tyreek?
Yes.
He actually had to have another surgery after that. So he torn his ACL, some ligaments, and a bunch of stuff. So like his leg is destroyed basically. I don't even think he gonna. In my honest opinion, from what they said, I don't think he's gonna come back at all.
You don't think he's gonna come back this season?
I don't think he's gonna be back next season either. I think he's gonna probably go ahead because they said it's really bad. Um,
Mm.
the last report they said that they thought he would be ready for the 2026 season, but the last because when he had to have another surgery, they said they don't think he'll even be back for 2026 season, and he only had 2 years left in his contract. So to be honest, if he does come back to football when he get ready to come back, I don't think he'll be a Dolphin.
Hmm. So how is Tua doing? So we're gonna send out our prayers to Tyreek Hill. We all know who he is, but how is Tua doing? I say roll tide, because he did come from Alabama. And then you do have Jalen Waddle,
Jaden
also
Waddle.
wide receiver from Crimson Tide. But I'm just saying, how are they doing?
Well, he just got elevated to wide receiver one, which was never should have been him even changing because he was wide receiver one before Tyreek got there, and he
Right.
was doing a good thing. But now I feel that'll open up some
Hmm.
things. So he's been doing good. He's had 1,000 yard seasons every year since he's been there. Um, Tua, on the other hand, he's doing good. Just pray he stay healthy. Like he did some unnecessary running on the other night, and but he did good. He remembered to slide. He remembered to get down and things of that nature. So if he can just, our biggest issue has always been our offensive line. Since I've been a fan, offensive line, even when Dan Marino's playing, has always been an issue. So until Miami put the money on the offensive line, it's not going to change anything. He's going to have to run around. And they did it with Tannehill. They did it with all of them that has played since then. But yeah,
Yeah.
so just going into it being open minded and just getting those new targets.
Well, I want to ask Chaos about this because the defense on our side, we was not looking too good in Foxborough. What's going on with the defense, Chaos? What are you thinking we need to do? Because they gave up so many points out there in Foxborough. I thought I just needed to reach for a drink.
Like you said, I think we just need to stop them. We need JC Horn to stop the outside. We need their inside linebackers to watch for that run. We need to contain Tua. He's a good passer,
Yeah,
but he's got some legs on him. So
got to contain Tua,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, gotta watch.
rush the
Gotta watch
passer.
Waddle. We gotta watch the Penguin.
And what about Jalen Waddle? What they need to do with him? Because you know how fast he is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think Horn can cover him. I think Mike Jackson can help him out.
Cover three.
Well, you have to think about too. A Chain is the second fastest person on our team next to Tyreek and then Jalen Waddle, and he's our running back, and he's been explosive since he's been there. So the biggest thing for y'all defense is being able to stop our run game. I mean, we don't really have a big run game, but when we get it going, it gets going. So the biggest issue is being able to stop the run. Cause Tua gonna throw all day. That everybody say Tua don't have a weak arm, but Tua can really throw. So, but
Yeah,
the biggest issue is stopping them from running. So if the defense can't stop that, then that's gonna be the biggest problem is keeping A Chain under. A Chain the one they gonna have to. And then we got Waller that just came back and he balled out the other night.
Waller.
So
Oh,
yeah, he used to
yes.
play for the Oakland.
Waller played
Yeah.
in New England too, didn't he?
I don't know, but he came from the Raiders when we after he came with us.
Okay, the
He
Raiders.
ain't played all last year, and he balled out the other night. And he's 6'6". He's a big boy, tight end. So
hmm
Tua now has a taller, bigger target that can take them hits and get up in the air. So it's really containing them two.
Mm. What do you think, Chaos? What are you thinking? They contain them big 6'2", 6'3" guys on our defense?
I think that we are very evenly matched. They have big weapons. We have big weapons. We have a good quarterback. They have a good quarterback. This comes down to play by play. You
Right.
know.
Play by play. I like that. Play by
It's
play,
really
like
the big. I'm honest with you. The biggest thing is coaching. You can have
coaching.
players that's gonna be there, but if the coach don't make the right call, that's the problem. And Mike
Yeah.
McDaniels has his moments. Our coaching sometimes is just like, why did you do that? We all see stuff differently than what they see, and be like, "Dad, he should have did this." But I think most people that's winning right now is they're winning because the coaching, not necessarily the team is playing good, but the coaching. When you being out coached by somebody, is the biggest thing that's going to have to be an issue for both sides. It's like, what is the coaching going to do?
Right. That's a
I,
good question.
I
It's
agree.
it's going to be fun. Either way it goes, guys and girls, it's going to be fun because we're still going to be undefeated super fans no matter what.
Oh yeah.
I want to give you the invitation. We're going to be on the corner of South Graham and 3rd Street, so get there early. And tell me what's going on with the Finns this weekend. I know Dog Freaky
Oh,
sent me the schedule, but what's going on? I know there's a
let
lot going
me,
on
because
according
I
to
don't
that
know
schedule.
all of it off the top of my head, but hold on, let me find it. Well, like I mentioned, this is our Fan Fest number 6. We have an event where all the fan clubs come to one away game. Last year they went to California. This year they decided to come to Charlotte. We have two Carolina. Well, there's multiple North Carolina Phinns fan clubs. There's one in Winston-Salem. The next biggest, we have the biggest one, which is in Charlotte. The next biggest fan club is in the Triangle area. So they have the Triangle Phinns fans. So all of those fan clubs, California, Florida, all of them are coming here.
Okay.
It says, and now of course my phone
Let
don't
me
want to act
see.
right.
Let me see. Pull up mine because she sent me the big schedule, and I was like,
So I know tomorrow night we are going to some place.
Well, while we're looking at that chaos, we're gonna talk about real quick because I think you missed it. He went to Jacksonville with us. He kind of talked about his trip to Jacksonville. Can you reiterate your trip to Jacksonville? Because I don't think a lot of these fans in the comments were on as yet. Just real quick, reiterate how your trip to Jacksonville went.
I had a great trip. It was my first away game. It was a great experience. The cruise was awesome. The bowling was awesome. But hanging out with super fans was the best part. Getting to meet people that I see online in person. That was that was a treat. The times at the hotel with other super fans like Catman Jr. and Mad Catta and Cat Daddy. That was real great. And seeing be able to say who Pink was and all them, just to it's like we're together in separate rooms. It was great.
We did. It was great. I'm glad you had a good time. He had his first away game, Harley Finn, so he was
Cool. So
talking
you got
about
to
his
meet Nikki. Did
experience
you meet
going
Tally
there,
Jag?
coming all the way from Cali. He did.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
A long
How was
flight
your
with
meeting
Georgia.
with Tally Jag?
What's that?
You asking me or him?
Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How was your
What was the
meeting?
question?
How was your meeting with Tally Jag?
It was it was good. She was very how do I say it? She was very polite, but still loved her team. We're
Absolutely.
friends, but my team's still the Jaguars. It was hot, so it was great.
Cool.
She set the standard
Yeah,
as far as how to host super fans from out of town because
She does.
it almost makes you think like we got to get on our game as well because she actually came down to us during the halftime after we stood out there for a whole hour and a half in the inside due to the weather, but
yeah,
she came over there with her entourage and presented us with certificates as well as first time pins as well as
Wow.
another pin like veterans. Yes, he has his first pin. There you go. Let
Wow.
me take a
She
picture of
is
that real
awesome.
quick.
That was awesome.
The first time you've ever been to a game pin, which we thought was very great, wonderful. I'm gonna take a
That was.
picture of that real quick. Hold on. And also gave us some beads, and so it was fun. We took a lot of pictures and everything, and I just thought it was really put together. And I just want to say again, shout out to Tally Jag for the excellent, outstanding job she did for
Yeah.
just the hospitality was amazing. The well, we also did a boat tour. We did, I think it was the Dazzling City Lights tour. It was really fun, really fun.
That's
it
cool.
was.
If
It
you
was.
ever want to go somewhere, she is the person to go with. Like I went to Detroit with her. I've been to
Yes.
Kansas City. Like she's not one of the people that's just gonna just go to the game. She's gonna be on tour. You think you on vacation? You going any and everywhere. So that's the awesome thing. They have a group called the Travel Buds, and they travel all
Hmm.
the time. And like I went with them once. Like the best weekend ever. Like so, if you ever want to go somewhere, call her. But
Yeah,
I've
I
talked to
will. I
Stephanie.
noticed that she was when they went to San Francisco last weekend, and she was posting so many different things, like different little events and stuff that they did. So it does sound like she could. She's a bit of a tour guide.
It is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she is. Yes. So I
Shout
found the
out to you,
schedule.
Tally Jag, wherever you are, girl.
So
So before we get ready to wrap things up here, let's talk about the halftime show. I don't know if you know about this or not, but I'm going to go ahead and invite you, Harley Finn, to the halftime dance party. Are you aware of the halftime dance party?
no, I'm not.
Well, I want to see your face in the place, you and all your Finn fans, girl.
Okay. So what
Come
did we
on
do?
up to section 527. So you have exactly 15 minutes to shake what your mama gave you.
Okay.
We got the DJ up there. All the super fans will be collaborating up there, meeting up there, and it is so much. It's the best 15 minutes of your life. I tell you. I
Awesome.
would
Okay.
suggest that you start moving up there about 5 minutes before the half ends
Okay.
because you got to kind of walk from wherever you're sitting to get there. But looking forward to seeing you there as well. It's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. But I found the schedule, so I'm gonna give y'all this real quick, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
So Friday evening, we're having a meet and greet at 8 o'clock at the Old Mecklenburg Brewery.
Hmm.
Saturday's main event begins at 4 p.m. and goes to 8. We will have a guest of honor, which is the future Hall of Famer number 78, Mr. Richmond Webb, from the Miami Dolphins. That's going to be at Platform Sports. That's on
Okay.
South Boulevard, the third floor.
And I know there's a lot going on according to that schedule.
Yeah, and then Saturday, that's free for everybody. Sunday, we have a tailgate at 1024 South Mint Street, starting at 9. We have our DJ that's normally DJs at the tailgates in Florida. She's DJ, and two of the guys that always cook. Justin Charles, which is Finn Sticky, his super fan, the one that wears the color. Keith Mahaffney. They will
Mm-hmm.
be what we call it the perfect tailgate, perfect 72 because they're undefeated Dolphins. Tailgate, and then they supposed to be having a trip inside of Bank of America Stadium. I guess they're saying we all are. So you'll know because we're until Sunday as far as the team, but the fans are all wearing orange. So and there's over 400 Dolphin fans in one section that's gonna all have on
Oh
orange on
my goodness.
Sunday.
What? Wait a minute now. Before you, what section are you guys in?
I think
Is it a
508.
secret?
508.
508. Okay. I know exactly where that is. So you're not very far.
Yeah, so
Let's see.
508 will
508.
be in
That means you're going to
orange.
be on the left side. You're going to be on the side. Well, you'll be able to see them coming from the tunnel. So you're closer to the tunnel.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I can squeeze down bottom somewhere. Somebody, a couple of family members got tickets. I'm trying to get them to give me a lower ticket. Listen, I don't like being up top. I don't even sit that high in Miami, so I feel some type of way. But I wanted to sit with everybody, so I'm gonna suck it up because I was really trying to get them tickets down bottom because I don't do too good up at the top. But
Well, I will invite you to my seat. You are so welcome to come over there. I'm in section 137, so
137.
I might have a seat empty for you. We'll have to play that one by ear, but I will let you know.
Well, let me know,
You
cause
will be
girl.
the first to know about it. Trust me.
Awesome. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see everybody because, like I said, I hadn't traveled in a year or so, so I haven't seen any of them other than on Facebook. I hadn't been to a football game in over a year, so I'm excited to, like I said, get to see because I see all of y'all all the time, and I don't know all of you guys one on one. I mean, I know you, I know Cat Daddy, I know what's his name? What's
Soldier
the other one?
Girl. You
Yeah, I
know
know
Soldier
her.
Girl, Cat Daddy, Mad Catter.
Matt Catter. Yeah, so I know him. I hadn't actually met him in person. So like we talk all the time, and then we talk in chat. So like I know Oak City because I met her. I met Doja Cat. Um,
Hmm.
I know you. So I met a lot of I met all the women. That makes sense.
City Kitty is on here. She's in the chat. I haven't seen her
Hey
drop a
girl.
chat, but she's actually watching. So
Yep.
shout
So
out
I
to
met
Oak
all of
City
them. I just
Kitty.
hadn't met any of the
Hmm.
guys. No, I did meet the other guy. What's the guy that wear the look like the scream mask? He wear the
Uh,
angel, death angel. What's his name?
Reaper.
They got
Carolina Reaper.
said the Reaper.
yeah, you definitely. He'll be there.
Yes, I met him, but that's it.
They will all be at the dance party. I can tell you that,
Awesome.
and
So
they
I
will
can hit
all be
all the
at
beaches
the
I need.
tailgate.
Cool.
And then we do a after the game, we do a group photo meet and greet type thing, real quick, real quick meet and greet thing at the Sam Mills statue. So right after the game, if you have some time, bring yourself and your other super fans over, and we can get us a group photo. It's at the
What side of the
Sam Mills statue?
is that the side by the parking deck?
Yeah, but if you go out and you go out of the section between 114 and 116, it's right there.
114 and 116. Go out there.
Yes. So,
Okay.
so it's gonna be like a reunion for you and your fans,
It is. I'm
your Finn
excited.
fans, though.
It is. And see,
Wonderful.
we have a worldwide fan club weekend as well, where everybody goes to Florida. to Miami, and that's actually next weekend, and I won't be able to go to that because we have homecoming at church. So this is exciting that I
Mhm.
get to see all of them now because I won't be able to, and this will be my first time missing that. So hate that, but God come first.
Yes,
So, but that's next
that's
weekend too. Yep,
you're doing God's work.
absolutely.
We're so excited to see you. Chaos. Do you have any questions for Harley Finn?
I think so. How long you been in ministry?
Oh, since 2009. And I'm gonna be honest, I stepped away for a little while. Me and my husband got divorced, and I just felt like, you know what, Lord, I can't be up here preaching when I got issues of my own. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like, and I shouldn't have thought about it that way, but sometimes, a lot of people take the ministry for granted and do what they want to do. But I felt like I needed that moment to kind of just step back for a little while. And but yes, but since 2009 initially is when I did my initial sermon.
Okay.
That's amazing. I would love to hear you preach.
Absolutely. I posted one of them on. I actually preached for Mother's Day at the church that I'm actually a member of now. I joined the Sunday I preached. I didn't want to join the church before I preached. So I waited till after I finished preaching and then I joined the church. But I preached for Mother's Day, and I'm actually supposed to preach the second Sunday in November if it's not changed for youth service. But I'm not sure yet. But
Okay,
I
well,
will
keep
let
me
you know.
posted on that. Might come over there and
Absolutely.
see what you're working with.
Absolutely.
I'd
Do
be
you have
interested
any questions
in
for
seeing that.
Carolina Chaos?
I think he was getting ready to say something. Now I'm sorry, Carol.
Oh,
Go
go
say it
ahead,
again.
Carolina. Go ahead, Chaos.
I'd be interested in seeing those when you're preaching.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got one that's already posted. I think it's on my YouTube page. I share it with you, and then
All
I'll let
right.
you guys know whenever I preach in November.
Yay, definitely. I'd come
Absolutely.
out there and support.
Absolutely.
And listen, I didn't know your YouTube page was active because I would have tagged you on there. I tagged you on all your Facebook, and did you get those tags? Because I didn't know.
I think so,
I
but
would have definitely
listen.
tagged you on your
I
YouTube.
run. I run 3 pages because I work for a commissioner in Huntersville. She's running for reelection, so I have her pages. I have my pages. I do the social media for the church, so I have all their pages. So half of the time, I may not even be signed into my page because I could be on the church page, her page, and I don't see my notifications till I switch back. So like I have Facebook, TikTok, Instagram for her, my personal. Then I have my same 3 for my Harley Phinn. Then I have the same 3 for the church. So I'm managing like 10 different social media pages at one time, and my fitness group. So it's
Fitness group. That's right, the fitness group. And then you got the. Are you
I
still
got the
with
ladies
Bia?
of
But
football and the black women love football.
right,
So I got two women football group that I'm admin. Well, I'm not an admin on ladies of football, but I'm an admin with black women love football.
right. And they have a brunch coming up this weekend or next weekend.
Next Saturday, because y'all play the Cowboys, and his name I think it's Jim Horn or something. I think he used to play for y'all. Hold on,
Jimmy
I'll
Horn
tell you.
Jr.
Yes, so he is actually our guest of honor
I
that
see that.
Saturday at the brunch. So they're having it that weekend. So of course, you ladies come out, come join us.
I will be there. You know, Pink Fanfur will be in the house. This will be my first actually opportunity to get with the Be a Black Women Love Football
Actually, our
organization since you guys
nationals will be
started.
in Charlotte next year.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you,
so we was in
Lord.
Atlanta
Because I
first.
think
We went to Cleveland last year, well, this year, and then
yes.
next year, 2026, is actually going to be in Charlotte. So
I'm gonna have you back on the show just to distinctively talk about that because you guys are huge now. So
actually, yeah,
thank you for
40. We
sharing that
almost at
information.
41,000 members. Yeah, it's awesome.
Tell us about your fitness group. I know you have a fitness journey of your own.
Yes, it's called Get Fit with Future Friends. I've lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, but I started it back in 2018, I think. And I probably had maybe 40 or 50 members for the longest, but as I journeyed and transitioned, I went vegan for almost 3.5 years, and so I was almost 300 pounds. I'm right to almost break 200 now. So it's been up and down, but yeah, so I started it because I wanted a community, because not everybody can go to the gym, and not everybody is comfortable with going to the gym, but everybody needs
Mhm.
some type of motivation. So I started a group, and I called it Fit with Future and Friends because we all can help each other. no matter, we all have different stages in our fitness journey. Some, are better, some work out every day, but when you have somebody that's going to push you regardless, that helps you stay motivated. So that's the reason. So right now, I actually just hit 1.2 thousand followers like a couple of weeks ago.
Congratulations.
So I'm excited about that because it's been like I was stuck on like 700 for like the longest. But yeah, so it's doing better now, so I'm excited about that.
Good job. You've got a good story to tell. It's a wonderful journey. So, congratulations on all of your endeavors.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a lot of community work, and you guys just didn't know how famous Future was, but she is the famous Future Wooten and Harley Phinn. So, we're so happy to know you, Miss
Thank
Lady.
you. Well, thank you. I'm excited.
Chaos. Tell us what you're doing in the community. A lot of people think that super fans just do super fan things, but part of being a super fan sometimes often does include doing things in the community for charities and things like that. What's going on in your neck over there in your woods?
Well, my wife, she runs a homeless day shelter about
Oh,
half an hour
Okay.
away, and I go and help her whenever I can. But there's also a lot of stuff at home that we prepare. A couple of years ago, we made probably like 200 sandwiches at home. We can give them out with waters and snacks, just going around the community. But I'm pretty involved in that. I volunteer at her big banquets, her fundraisers. Got to support my wife.
Okay, that's amazing.
yeah, that's awesome.
It's always amazing to give back to the community. How is it? I know you're way over there in California. Um, so when it comes to giving back, how do you pick and choose which organizations you're going to be involved in? Because there's probably a lot over there, like there are over here. There are so many.
Well, my wife, as the director of the shelter, she's involved with a lot of different nonprofits that she helps out. So wherever she goes and helps, I'm her plus one. So
Awesome.
You heard it from Chaos. He's the plus one when it comes to the organizations and the nonprofit and the giving back. Hey, that's what's up. Keep pounding.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome. She's gonna make you
I
do it
want
anyway.
to ask you too, Chaos. Go ahead. Were you going to say something, Future?
what's
I was
that?
telling him, I said he didn't have a choice anyway. You know, when you're a husband, you got to do what the wife say do anyway.
Yeah, I'm not a volunteer. I'm a voluntold.
Is that true?
So
Cool.
Chaos says.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. Your wife's watching. You better be shaking your head.
yeah,
Oh, listen, I'm looking forward to meeting your wife next week when she comes out and looking forward to seeing you guys at the Dallas game. It's going to
yeah.
be a lot of security in the house, as you well know. But I
Absolutely.
wanted to ask you, Chaos, too, in the future, if you have any questions for him. But I wanted to ask you, being way out there in Cali, how often, it doesn't seem like you get to see the Panthers games very often, like on TV. How does that work?
Well, being I'm in California and all the games are at 10 o'clock my time. At 10 o'clock my time, I've been at church for an hour and a half, so I
Hmm.
don't get home until about 12:30. So I see very few of it. The exception was the game. I got to race home and watch the whole thing. So I don't. All on my phone during service, checking the score, but that's about it.
So you
So
check the scores. What about online? Do you catch any, like, I guess you catch the highlights and everything online as well?
yeah, that's all I get.
Yeah,
What
I
type of
know you're
phone do you
following all of
have?
their social medias too.
Oh yeah,
Do you have an
Yeah.
Android or an iPhone?
Android.
There's an app called Dofu Sports. It's like almost like they do with a Fire Stick, so you can actually watch any NFL game for free. And once you download it, they may get clips sometime, but normally YouTube is the best one. But you can log into it and pretty much watch any game. So even if you're in church, you can actually watch the game. Just turn the volume off. But it's called Dofu, Dofu Sports.
DOFU. Everybody, you heard the DOFU.
Yeah, I
I'm
use
writing
it
Well,
all
that
the
down
time
too.
when I'm not near where I can get on like I want to.
Okay.
at my
So
church,
is that free?
What you say at your
at my
church?
church,
Mm-hmm.
I basically I'm the first impressions leader.
Oh,
so I don't get to sit down or anything
We oh
until about 11:45. So
Got you.
that 3 hour time difference is really rough, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
I know I see clients over there in Hawaii, and that's a 6 hour difference. So we have to kind of coordinate when I'm gonna set up therapy sessions 6 hours behind, and I'm ahead. So it's a lot.
Yeah, we have a super fan from Hawaii. He flies to Miami every home game. Every home game he is at Miami,
wow.
and he's from Hawaii. I was
Wow,
like, look, you got to have some deep pockets to do that. But he owns his own business and stuff. But yes, he flies all the way to Miami every home game from Hawaii.
dedicated. We did have a fan who was a member of SuperFans, not Carolina SuperFans United, but he was a fan of Super Panther fan group, and he was initially from Hawaii too. But a couple of years ago, he flew back, and so we haven't seen him since. So I hope he's doing well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But we're gonna get out of here in a few minutes. What you got, Chaos? We're gonna go around, do the round robin. We're gonna get out of here. I want to be respectful of you guys' time, but let's do a round robin real quick. What you got for the fans, and what's the last word on how we can get this dub? Not you, Finn. Not you. No, just kidding, just kidding. What we got to do for this dub? Like I'm gonna tell you what we got to do. I agree with what Chaos said. We got to come with our game. The fans got to be in there making some noise. We got to be humble. We got to be grateful. We got to support our team members, support each other. And we got to cheer for the small things, and just push each other up and support each other in fellowship as much as we can. No matter what they do out on the field, we still got to support. But I'm gonna be out there cheering. What you got, Chaos? What you thinking?
like you said, we just need to keep supporting them no matter what. Sometimes in the first quarter when they do something, throw interception, sometimes the crowd starts booing, and that weighs on a player. I'm sure it does. But if you just clap and say, give them next time, there's something in that. There's something in the positivity that keeps them going. I believe that because that's how life is. Be positive and you never go wrong. So
Do you feel like that's something that if you had the opportunity to say it to any of the players, that's something to what you would say to one or many of them?
if I could say something to any player, it'd be Bryce Young. I'm so
Like if
impressed.
you had okay, Bryce Young.
I'm so impressed with Bryce Young. No matter how he's doing, he will shake hands with all his teammates, no matter what, before or after the game.
Mhm.
That's what the whole team needs to be like that. Now we didn't get it today, but we're going to work on it. We're going to get better. So
Yes.
Right.
Bryce Young, if you're listening, you heard that from Chaos himself. He said that in so many words, you have the most humility and gratitude of everybody, and you show yourself on the field and off the field as a leader that you are.
Absolutely.
Just keep doing what you're doing, Bryce. Keep shaking everybody's hand, keep pushing everybody up, and being that team captain that we know that you already are.
yeah,
Absolutely.
And we want you to come on our show too, Bryce, if you listen.
Absolutely.
And any other you Panthers fan, Panthers players, you guys are all welcome to come on the Pink Fanfur Company show anytime you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And, Tua, you can come on our show as well. Jalen Waddle, 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 baby, you can come on our show as well. So I'm going to save the last round robin for the beautiful Future Wooten, a.k.a. Harley Phinn. What you got for us? What you got for your fans and your team?
I just want them to stay focused. I'm a Tua fan, not only because he's our quarterback, but he put God before anything, and that's another reason that I'm gonna stick beside him. Because even before he did his interview the other night, the first thing he said, I first want to give honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and he doesn't allow the media to stop him from being who God called him to be. So that's my biggest thing with him. Biggest thing for the team, I just need them to be open minded. Don't be defeated because Tyreek isn't there. Because they have to remember you got to be a team regardless. We see injuries week after week after week. You have to be able to slide one out and the next one come in and nothing shows that nothing, there's no difference in the way the first person played to the second one. So, and like he said, just being positive, having that positive mind frame. Even when two are not playing, he's always cheering somebody on. And for all of the team that still have that mindset and say, hey, we can win. Yeah, it might have looked defeating when we went to play the Jets last week and we both 0-3. And like even playing y'all, we both 1-3 right now. It's discouraging at times with fans, and we go game after game, spending money after money. But we have to just be mindful and say, listen, they don't have to do that. They're doing it for our entertainment. We're doing it for the fans' entertainment, and we have to look at it in the same way. Look, we feel some type of way when our super fans are not there or when they can't be there to cheer people on. So we have to look at it the same way with the players. So, but I'm just excited and I'm ready for this game on Sunday, and I'm happy to see you guys this weekend. And I will definitely try to get to the tailgate, and I will be at the dance party. Hopefully,
We
and
want to
I
see you
can't
at the
dance too
dance
much because
party and the
they're
tailgate.
gonna be Reverend Wood and he come to church Sunday. She over there dancing with the Panthers.
It's okay. He said, come as you are. You could be dancing at the tailgate saying, thank you, Lord.
Exactly. They already know.
You
Everybody
know,
already know that I'm gonna be at the game Sunday, so I made them
they're
aware that I
right.
wasn't gonna be there for that. So, but yeah, so just staying positive and keeping the team lifted up.
Thank you so much. Your words of encouragement to the teams and the fans, both of you guys on the show tonight is an inspiration and a pleasure and an opportunity for us to shout out to the world how much we love our teams. But I'm more grateful as Pink Fanfur to say thank you guys for coming in on the show tonight.
Thank you for
I haven't
inviting
been
me.
on the live in a while, but I want to do this more often to give opportunity for super fans like you to come on here and tell your story. So I really appreciate you guys coming on, and I want you to stick backstage for a little bit. We're gonna cut it out for now. I really appreciate all of the followers and all of the people who came in, joined us on the comments, chopped it up with us, and shouted out to our guests tonight. And we really appreciate you supporting our channel, our super fans. On behalf of Carolina Superfans United, the founder is Elaine Brown, aka Mag Hatter. We appreciate you, brother. We love you. We hope to see you soon. We'll see you at the fan fest. I said fan fest. We'll see you at the tailgate. We'll see you at the. Oh, he got the
Make sure y'all
coin.
bring me a
Look,
coin and
he
and
has the coin,
I need a
everybody.
coin
Look
and a
at the
patch
coin.
at the game.
You need a coin and a patch?
Coin and a patch at the game. And I need your
Official
new patch so I can
CSU
put it on
coin
my
and
dress.
patch. And tell the world why you need a CSU coin and patch.
Well, because for one, I may not be a Panther fan, but I'm still a Carolina super fan united. Okay.
Amen,
And I
sister.
need a patch. I have a patch dress. So all my super fans that have a patch, they're on my dress. So I'm trying to fill the back of my dress up. So anybody out there that's a super fan that have a patch, inbox me because I need the patch so I can fill the back of my dress up.
You heard it from the fan himself. Harley Phinn said, bringing the patches. Bring the patches.
Yeah.
Y'all hang on back. Thank you. Shout out to my guests. Thank you so much. We're gonna cut it out. We're gonna go ahead and end the live. You guys can replay this a little bit later if you want. I'm gonna replay it again, run it again, probably 2 or 3 in the morning. But if you ever need a copy of the video, let me know. I'll send it over to you.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much. You have a good time at the game. See you in a couple of days. Hang backstage for me, and I'm gonna bring you downstage. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining the live. Keep pounding, baby. Pink Fanfur coming at you live from the studio.